Hey friend, it's Gregor here. In this video I'm gonna show you 4 ways to play the C major chord on guitar. So, let's get into the lesson. The first shape for the C major chord is the classical first position shape here. So, you need your ring finger on the 3rd fret of your A string. Then you need your middle finger on the 2nd fret of your D string. And then you need your index finger on the 1st fret of your B string. And technically you can strum across all string and it's totally fine, but in this case I would try to avoid the low E string, because it's a weird sounding voicing if the low E string is the bottom string of the C major chord. So it just doesn't sound very right. So try to avoid it in the first place or mute it with your thumb like this. The next shape for the C major chord is this one here. It's the typical standard bar chord shape for a major chord with the root note on your A string. So place your bar across 5 strings from the E string to the A string. Then place your pinky finger on the 5th fret of your B string. And then place your ring finger on the 5th fret of your G string. And then use your middle finger to fret the 5th fret of your D string. And here try to mute the low E string by slightly touching it with your index finger. And then you can easily strum across all strings. So alternatively I would use this fingering here. So if you are playing this shape on a electric guitar or on an acoustic steel string guitar, then it's probably easier to use this shape here. So in this shape you need to fret the 3rd fret on your A string with your index finger, and then you need a little bar across the D string, the G string and the B string with your ring finger. So use your ring finger to fret the 5th fret on your D string, then fret the 5th fret on your G string, and then fret the 5th fret on your B string. The high E string is muted and the low E string is muted as well. So you are just playing this one here, this one here, this one here, and this one here. And if you're muting the low E string with your index finger and the high E string, then you can strum across all strings without hitting any wrong notes whatsoever. Next shape for the C major chord is the classical bar chord shape. Here you need to place your bar across all 6 strings from the high E string to the low E string on the 8th fret. And then you need to place your ring finger on the 10th fret of your A string. Then you need to place your pinky finger on the 10th fret of your D string. And then you need to place your middle finger on the 9th fret of your G string. And then strum across all 6 strings and you're fine. The last shape for the C major chord might be a little weird because you are using the thumb on the 8th fret of your low E string to fret a note. So fret the 8th fret on your low E string with your thumb. It's your C, so it's the root note. Then fret the 10th fret of your D string with your ring finger. Then use your middle finger to fret the 9th fret of your G string. And then fret with your index finger the 8th fret of your B string. Make sure to mute the high E string by slightly touching it with your index finger, and make sure to mute the A string with your thumb by slightly touching it while fretting the 8th fret on your low E string. Well done! There we have it. These were the 4 shapes for the C major chord on guitar. I appreciate your time here. Thank you so much for staying till the end. If you got any questions, then please post them in the comments down below and give me a feedback. Was this tutorial helpful or not? That would help me quite a lot. So, hope to see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned.